to the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Hey, they told me it was family only, but Craig was my nigga. That was my brother, bro. Hey, when I started my first club in Bakersfield, Craig said, Stacy P, I'ma give you the money. Make sure my name is on the flyer. And we did that. Craig Hunter, hey, bro, I love you. I love you, bro. I don't even want to, like, put you in the grave right now, Mike. But we gonna do this shit, though, on Eastside! Eastside, Mid-City Crib!
And that's on Eastside Mid-City Crib. What's up? Come on in, y'all. Happy Wednesday, hump day. Girl, why my ponytail crooked? I don't even care. Come on in, girl. Come on in. We got a show. Come on in. We got a show going on today. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I want to get my channel to 50,000 subscribers. I noticed we got to 45K yesterday. Was that the right channel? Hold on. Don't lie. Don't give me the line now. Hold on. No, wrong channel. But we are at 43,998. I feel like we could get to 50,000. I mean, y'all gonna come here every day. We might as well subscribe. So shout out to everybody in the building. And happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Today, Saint got to get shots. Yeah, so I got to get off, in time, to go bring my baby to get his shots. I feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? But we got a show today. We're going to talk about, first of all, Cardi's recycled album. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about DDG trying to get visitation with his child and being denied. We're going to talk about that. Diddy rest his case today? Well, yesterday, or technically, you get it. He rest the case. He ain't calling nobody to the stand. Carmelo Anthony, he's charged with first-degree M-word. And I also want to talk about Amina saying that she's hungry. That too, but homeless. And Amina is, what's his name? Oh, girl, the Creep Squad dude. Amina is Peter Gunn's baby mama. Now she homeless in Germany. It's crazy work. We're going to discuss a few of those things. Y'all get up in here. Get the likes up on the video. Please, please, please have the likes up so that people can know we around here Joce. Don't be selfish. Let the other people know we around here Joce. The way we do that is get that into the algorithm, and then boom, we're good to go. This crooked ponytail is driving me. I don't even care. Girl, put it to the side. That way it won't look so bad. Well, it still do. I don't care. Girl, whatever. Anyways, so look. We got a few things to discuss, but before y'all know how I do, I want to get into a few honorable mentions really quickly, where we discuss a few things where I see and I go, girl, what in the absolute HE double hockey sticks is going on here? Okay. Let's start off with a good positive thing. This should be good news to everybody in the chat, especially if you have children. Some of y'all might need to go and do this as well, but they are instituting cursive writing back into the Georgia public schools. Now, let me just say this. First of all, this is extremely important. And let me tell you why. Because up until 30 years ago, everything was written in cursive. And y'all churn could barely type. So I know they can't write and print, let alone do anything in cursive. Okay, so what's going to happen is when it's time for people to know how to read old laws and provisions and things of that nature, your churn and some of you ain't going to even know how to read it because you ain't never wrote it. So it is a wonderful thing that cursive handwriting is back in the schools in the state of Georgia. And this is why it is extremely important that you keep your foot on your governor's neck. Stop looking to the president to do what your governor, the state's president, should really be doing already. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't trust none of these clear governors, and I damn sure don't trust none of these Negro mayors. However, when they do things that make sense, I am here to say this is amazing. And inviting or having cursive handwriting back in the state of Georgia, I don't think people understand how important this is. By the time we realize how important this is, it'll be too late. So I think that this is dope. I think that this should be celebrated. And kudos to the governor of Georgia, for doing that. They say it'll be lessons from students in grades 3 through 5. Ain't that what it used to be? Yeah, because you started off learning your ABCs in kindergarten. By first grade, you're doing handwriting. Yeah, you just learning how to write the capital letter A, the small a in cursive and in print. Then by second grade, it normally be about second, third grade, you get the hollering about the cursive writing and all of that and having to turn it in. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. So shout out to Georgia for this. If whatever state you in, you need to be talking to your doggone governor or seeing how y'all could get this instituted back into the system, because this right here is going to make or break people. This is going to be learning how to read and write in cursive, or knowing how to read and write in cursive. Listen to me and listen to me good. There's going to come a time where that's going to be so valuable, like knowing another language. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be so valuable. Like, you're going to get points for being able to write and read in cursive, because the majority of the world just will not. They just won't. So, again, we, like Black people, we are very reactive. We don't do nothing until it's too late and our backs are against the wall. By the time we realize how important this is, it'll be too late. So if I were you, like me, I taught my daughter how to write in cursive myself, because when she went through elementary, that's right when they took it out. So if I were you, I would be doing that. And if you can write in cursive, continue to do so. I think that was a good honorable mention. And like I said, anything good for the children, I'm here for it. And y'all churn, girl, no shade.
What's up, everybody?
Let's get this crackhead up here. Y'all want to know I always find it funny when people be like, oh, God bless me. God bless me with my career. God put me in the right position. I was a child star. God bless me to have a wonderful career on Nickelodeon or Disney for all these X amount of years, and God this and God that. And every time you see him later on, you thinking, girl, God must hate you, bitch. Because all of them child stars are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They all look so bad. They all look strung out. They all look like they Benjamin Buttons. They all look so bad. Even the ones who look good, y'all all look so bad. Like life really drained you. So this unrecognizable potato here is Amina Bynes. I know, right? She on here after losing it, talking about how she is now going on Ozempic to lose weight. Girl, you need something to help you gain back your mind. Hello? Let's get into Amina Buddafly saying she about to go on Ozempic and get fined on y'all hoes, and y'all hoes gonna be mad. And you know what? At this point, she might be right. She might be right. We might be mad. Amanda going to get on her Ozempic, and when y'all be jealous of her, you know, it is what it is. Let's get into it.
I thought I'd make a post about my new hair color that I'm doing. I want to show you the brands that I used. This is Arctic Fox, Electric Paradise. And then I also used Arctic Fox, Space Cowgirl. I saw a girl at CVS with this green in her hair and it looked so pretty, and since I have green eyes, I thought it would be a vibe. So I'm trying it out. And what else did I want to post about? Oh, I'm going on Ozempic. So excited. I'm 173 now. So I hope to get down to like 130, which would be awesome. So I look better in paparazzi pictures and you don't see my double chin from strange angles. Yeah, so that's about it. I will post about my Ozempic journey, of course. And yeah, that's about it. Have a good night, everybody.
I'm starting to believe they swapping these mother effing Nickelodeon and all these child stars. I'm thinking they swapping them out for clones or something. What is happening to these children? You know, it's crazy. This girl I went to school with, her son had got a break when we was younger. Now her son got to be, my baby 22. Her baby got to be about 23. 2, 3, 4, something like he around my baby age. But either way, I remember he got a big break and was starting with that acting stuff in Disney. And I remember when she told me that, immediately I was scared. Because while I was excited that her son gonna be an actor, I'm thinking like, girl. But one thing about her, she's a very hands-on mama. Like her child ain't going nowhere without her. She the over-the-top extra mama. So, but just the thought of it, what are they doing to these children? What are they doing to these children? Amanda Bynes is on here looking like an 80s rock band drummer. Not even a lead singer, talking about she gonna get Ozempic. So when she take her paparazzi photos, y'all hoes ain't gonna be able to hate on her double chin because it ain't gonna be there. She gonna be 130 pounds. I think they swapping these people out. I think they getting them as children. And I think they swapping these children out. I don't even think these are real people. Let's normalize that. We got to normalize it because by the time we realize they got fake people running around here, it's going to be too late. You're going to be sleeping with AI. Wonder why your nigga charged down after 11 o'clock every night. Girl, he got to put himself on the charger. Girl, y'all, it's crazy. Listen, it wouldn't surprise me if this ain't even a real person. Girl, but go ahead on. Go ahead on Disney Channel, girl. Nickelodeon, girl. Girl, keep your churn as far away from them devils. Do you hear me? Keep your churn as far away from them devils as you can. Don't you ever. Now, I have a bone to pick, but yet and still, it sparked a lot of nostalgia. So, first of all, shout out to the 80s, 90s people who, came up in that era. We came up in a dope time. It was actually the beginning of the end. We didn't realize it. And I think, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe Prince was trying to tell us that when he made the song 1999, when he said it's time to party like it's 1999. They say 2000 party up out of time. Maybe. And I'm just thinking, but maybe he was trying to tell us something, girl. They about to change all of this. Okay? So, with that being said, at the time, during these eras, music was popping. Guy, which is a group that was led by Teddy Riley, who I didn't know up until yesterday, wasn't really the lead singer. They just kind of pushed him out there. But this group called Guy brought in this new thing that nobody had ever heard of called New Jack Swing. If you wasn't there, you will never understand. I was there, okay? I was there. I was a child. But remember, I'm a child who been here before. So I was grown. Yet and still, I was there. Okay, so Guy came out with this new sound, New Jack Swing. A lot of y'all are familiar with it, with New Jack City. All of that, damn near that whole soundtrack is New Jack Swing. Then we had all of the people that was coming out around the time. Keith Sweat was doing the New Jack Swing sound. Guy, obviously. They had a whole bunch of artists. It was basically a verge or a blend of hard hip hop with R&B. So that's what it was, right? Well, Guy is the group that came out, and this is around the time when music was so great that we had such variety that you can go be listening to Little Kim talking about, I used to be scared of the, now I throw hits to the hands of lit like a real, you can go from that to as long as you keep your head to the sky to love so many. It was such a variety that when you had a New Jack Swing, which is some hood niggas who know how to sing, that can't rap, but they can sing. You feel what I'm saying? Might be past drug dealers. When we had the guy, we still had the groups of black men who made us fall in love. And one of those groups was Mint Condition. Let me tell you something, and listen to me good. I am huge. Listen, Tony, and Mint Condition in my brain were the same group for years. For years. Even though I knew they weren't, in my brain, I processed them the same. And we all know that Mint Condition and Tony are two of one of the greatest trios or groups, period, of all time when it comes to R&B. Okay? Now, this guy is the third guy from Guy, and he's saying that basically he didn't realize back then that Mint Condition was basically trying to, in a way, friendly competition on the music scene. But basically, he's trying to say that Guy was a much better group than Mint Condition. And before we get into it, let me say this. One thing I will give this brother, he was there physically, I wasn't. Maybe technically they were a better group. But I'm telling you from the ears perspective, from the person on the other side, giving them people my $9.99 for my CD, stop playing with Mint Condition, okay? Please don't ever fix your lips. I get it. Y'all are pioneers. Y'all are amazing. And shout out to y'all. But you have gone too far, okay? Let's get into what he had to say. Now, he threw me for a loop when he started hollering about Mint Condition. I said, now, wait a minute now. Now we done gone too far. Let's get into it.
There is no group better than Guy.
Mm-hmm. Flat out.
Period.
Well, that's Cap. Let's start. He jumped out the window. There's no group better than Guy. Okay. Okay.
So hold on, OG. No group better than Guy.
Nope.
The Jacksons.
No, listen. Stop.
I'm just saying. I'm finna go down the line.
Stop. No, stop. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
From when I came in to where we are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Again, two groups that will always be my everything.
Yeah. New Edition
and Tony.
Tony. Okay.
All these other groups.
So you giving it to Mint Condition?
What? Okay, I'm gonna say one thing. Stokely's one of the dopest musicians on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Fendi, facts. Let's really be clear. There's a reason why Mint Condition and Tony were two groups, one and the same in my head. Because Stokely and the lead singer from Tony are freaking geniuses when it comes to that pen. And if you understand and know music the way that I understand and know music, it's bigger than the production you hear through the speakers. Stokely and Raphael Sadiq, that's his name. Stokely and Raphael Sadiq, unmatched. So I get it. You supposed to big up your group, but to give props to Tony, but then kind of throw shade at Mint Condition, I know you being disingenuous. Because if you're a fan of the art, you know you sound crazy. You know you sound hella crazy. Like, these niggas play 100 freaking instruments a piece. And I know I'm exaggerating, but this is back when people created music from scratch. This ain't that ancient mama ready to whip, complete. This ain't the complete. This was the music you had to add the eggs in the powder, in the flour, in the sugar. Yay! He lost me right here when he started talking about Mint Condition. Hold on now.
Chris, who played with him, if you ever saw them perform stage as musicians, they were incredible.
Yeah.
I say one thing to people when people ask me this question. It's not cocky, it's just real. Did we ever open up for them niggas?
Let me say this too. That's an unfair comparison. And let me tell you why. Because concerts and opening and all that stuff depends on what's trending. Well, before trending or what's popular at the time. So for instance, you opening up for me doesn't necessarily make me the better musician. Sometimes you could have had something that's back then what we call now viral. So for instance, when New Jack Swing first popped off, that shit was like viral before computers. Like anybody in the chat who's old enough knows this. When New Jack Swing went viral in the late 90s. I want to say it was. It went viral. Everybody was on New Jack Swing. So if Guy were touring, they're probably not going to be opening up for anybody because in this time, everybody wants to hear the New Jack Swing. Okay? So I think that's an unfair comparison. I get it as artists. They thinking, well, you open up for me because I'm the better artist. And in a lot of situations, it is. But I think in this situation, you not opening up for them don't necessarily make y'all the better group. It just means that y'all were more popular when y'all were doing the tours. That's all that means, in my opinion.
No. True. There is no group better than Guy.
Hold on. All right. So I don't fault the brother. He posted to big up his group and said we the best. Honestly, him saying anything else would be uncivilized. But now that we having the honest conversation, I love Guy. I thank New Jack Swing for everything it contributed to the culture, to hip hop, all of that stuff. But baby, please watch your mouth and tread light when you get to talking about mint condition. Please. I get it. But when it comes down to it, it seemed like y'all were more computer-based with the whole, it's just no comparison. It's just, in my opinion, as a music connoisseur and self-proclaimed music professional, self-proclaimed, I'm saying tread light and watch what you're saying because now you talking crazy. Yeah, trust me. I had nothing to take away from their contributions, but baby, have y'all seen Mint Condition live? Come on, man. And this is to take away nothing because this is true, Belicious. Teddy Riley and Aaron could blow. Well, not Teddy Riley, but Aaron could sing. Aaron could blow. Teddy Riley could sing. But that damn Stokely and that damn Mint Condition, man, look, it's a difference. It's almost like the kiddie table and the grown folks. It's just different for me. I may be wrong, but I don't think so. So it don't matter. Like it's just not the same. Deborah, thank you, Miss Deborah, for the super chat. I got my wrench, y'all. Thank y'all so much, Boo and Acorn, for giving me this opportunity. Yes, welcome to the Mod Squad. Welcome to the Mod Squad, Deborah. Thank you so much for everything you did, and I did give you a wrench on both channels. So thank you so much. Deanna Salmon, thank you for the super chat. Mint Condition was a whole band. Facts. Composed and performed their own music and wrote their own songs. And that's what I'm saying when I say it's like kiddie table versus the grown folks, because Mint Condition came up with concepts in their brain and took raw instruments and made that come on paper. I'm not saying that Guy didn't do that, because they did do that, but it was a lot of more studio and equipment and computer stuff added to it. Not to take away from the genius of New Jack Swing nor Guy, because they are great. And again, the culture wouldn't be where it is if it were not for them. However, it's like it's levels. It's just levels. Right. To be completely honest, you put Tony and Mint Conditions in bands like them, you got to start comparing them to people from yonder years, like the 90s on back. You got to go back. You can't compare them to nothing now. You have to go back. When you start talking about real groups, I'm talking about the drummer been playing drums since he was 3. The guitarist, he used to play down at the church, but he done went the backslide and now he in the chitlin circuit. The lead singer been singing since he was in his mammy belly. I'm talking about that. It's just different. It's just different. Let's move on. Yes. And look, Medusa said Mint Condition have a song called Level, and they literally say, get on my level. Literally in the song. I love that song too. How it go? My level, something like that. I love that song. It's fire though. But yeah, it's just I just feel like I'm qualified because I'm self-proclaimed. And me being qualified, sir, please have several seats. Appreciate you. You was great. Let's get into it. Now, did y'all hear about this girl who was found hiking? This black girl? She was found in an abandoned, volcano. They say it was inactive, but they had that girl down there for so long taking pictures of the girl, and then she ended up passing. It says a tourist, Juliana Marins, fell into an active volcano in Indonesia after she was abandoned by a local hiking guide. According to her family, rescue efforts have so far fallen short. A 26-year-old Brazilian tourist, Juliana Marins, fell into a deep red ravine near the crater of the Indonesia's active Mount Rinjani volcano after allegedly being abandoned by her local hiking guide. According to her family, she was left behind when stopped to rest, and the guide continued without her. She fell approximately 1,600 feet and was lodged about 500 meters down. Rescue teams used drones to locate her, drop food and water, but attempts to reach her have repeatedly failed due to harsh terrain, unstable volcanic soil, thick fog, and poor weather conditions. Despite her confirmed survival, she remains trapped as search efforts continue. The Brazilian embassy is working closely with Indonesian authorities while her family pleads for faster action amid growing concerns and frustration. Prayers go out. First of all, what? None of this makes sense. So this young girl, black girl from Brazil, this indigenous copper color Brazilian, I'm assuming, but this young girl goes on a trip to Indonesia, go on a hiking trip with a guide, sit down to rest. So you mean to tell me you just gonna let the whole trip go on about their business? And first of all, who did you out there with? Where your friends? Who you went out there with? Because how did you get to how was you out? Did you travel alone? It's just so many questions. But either way, my thing is how you let the tour guide get so far ahead to where you can't even catch up. And then what happened between you stopping the rest and you falling in a damn active volcano? Like, am I the only one think like that? How in the hell did you go from stopping the rest to falling inside of an active volcano? And then it's another thing, because these folks, they love playing Frankenstein with black people all over the world. This is another thing. Y'all was able to stop and drop food and water, but you couldn't drop a rope for the girl to hold on to and pick up out the doggone thing? It wouldn't surprise me if they was doing an experiment to see how long she'll make it. Where was the people this girl was with? Who did she go out of town with? And where are those folks? How did they allow her to get left behind so far to where y'all didn't realize she had them fell down a damn volcano? And let this be a lesson too, because I was literally starting to think about doing this year. A lot of people travel all across the world by themselves. I think that's dope. That's so me. I want to go to another country and meet new people, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared. I'm scared of something like this happening and nobody from my family or friends are able to find me because I'm really outside by myself trying to go do something. You feel what I'm saying? This is the only thing that scares me about traveling alone. If anybody know me personally, I go to bars by myself, movies by myself, restaurants by myself. The only thing that scares me from traveling abroad, especially abroad, but traveling long distances alone, is something like this. So I don't know. From what I heard, the young lady passed. So I don't know. If I hear more about it, I'll let y'all know. But girl, this was bad. This was really, really bad. I didn't like this. I didn't like this at all. So y'all could stop by and take pictures of her. Y'all could stop by and drop off food. But y'all can't stop by. You know what I mean? Y'all can't stop by and grab her, drop a rope down there and say, come get her. Yeah, I understand how these folks work. But anyways, let's get on into some to the show a bit. And this is a bit of not so good news, but not necessarily as bad as we think. Carmelo Anthony charged with first-degree murder over high school track meet, stabbing death of Austin Metcalf. So it's come out They are charging they are charging Karmelo with first-degree murder. Let's get into it. It says Carmelo Anthony, the teenager accused of fatally stabbing a 17-year-old at a high school track meet back in April, is now officially hit with first-degree murder charges. According to TMZ, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis dropped the news, revealing that a grand jury indicted Anthony earlier today. This kid, just 17 himself, is alleged to have taken the life of Austin Metcalf during a squabble over a seat at the University Interscholastic League's District 11 5A championship on April 2nd. For weeks, Willis stated while announcing the indictment, "My team has been presenting evidence to the grand jury. Today, I summarized that evidence and I asked the grand jury to return a first-degree murder indictment against Carmelo Anthony, in which they did." Okay. So I have a video, but before we get to that, so this is what's happening. Mind you, this is still the state of Texas. So now they're charging him with first-degree murder. I don't know what this evidence is because it's so secretive about this evidence, and it's telling. It's telling how secretive they are about all of this evidence. This is where I feel like this could come back to bite them, because when you overcharge someone, especially someone with a charge like first-degree murder, you have to prove that they had intention, plans, and will to take out, like they sat home and thought about it. You see what I'm saying? Like what they're trying to say with charging Carmelo Anthony with first-degree murder is that before he even got to the track meet, before any of this, he had already put it in his head that he's going to go up to Austin Metcalf, stab him, and unalive him. That's what first-degree murder is. That Carmelo was somewhere plotting, whenever I run across Austin, I'm going to stab him and I'm going to unalive him. So them charging him with this first degree could be them charging him that and thinking that they're going to bury him, but really not have not be able to prove the situation, and he could get off. He could definitely get off. It could also be they charging him with first-degree murder to get a reaction out of Black America. But I think we got to be smarter than our ancestors. During the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and even the 90s, I feel like our ancestors was just so frustrated and so fed up with everything that they was just ready to crash out. Even though we have YNs on the roll ready to crash out today, I think if we are more strategic and start really thinking, I think that we'd have much better results. So I think that them charging him could be for us to get for them to get a reaction from us. And I would say that if I had a say, because I don't, I'm just a Black American girl, indigenous copper color Indian, Suma tribe girl. I ain't nobody, African American, Black American. I ain't nobody. But if I had a say, I would say that we be strategic about our moves and strategic about what and how we react. You see what I'm saying? So I want to get into I think this is the attorney who was talking about the indictment. The DA. He's talking about why they did first-degree murder and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And we're about to get into it, y'all. Get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you.
Afternoon. Earlier this spring, our community was shaken by what happened at a school track meet in Frisco. The violent loss of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. For weeks now, my team has been presenting evidence to the grand jury, and today I summarized that evidence, and I asked the grand jury to return a first-degree murder indictment against Carmelo Anthony, which they did. With this indictment, the case now moves formally into the court system. From this point forward, we'll continue doing our job both fully and fairly to pursue justice under the law. As for the scheduling of the trial, that will be up to the court, but when the time comes, we will be ready. Now, we know that this case has struck a deep nerve here in Collin County and beyond, and that's understandable. When something like this happens at a school event, it shakes people to the core. But let's remember that the justice system works best when it moves with steadiness and principle. That's what we're committed to, and that's what this case deserves. We're also mindful of Austin's family and everyone who loved him. Please keep them in your thoughts, and if you're willing, your prayers as well. Finally, let's remember that a defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Good afternoon. Earlier this spring, our community was shaken by what happened at a school track meeting.
All right, so that's the DA, and he makes the announcement that he's basically going to charge Carmelo with first-degree N-word. And honestly, at this point, I think we just need to wait and see how things are going to go. Let's see what the evidence comes out with, because from what we know so far, it was more or less leaning on Carmelo's side. But again, they might have made some stuff up. Remember, we living in AI. Remember, I showed y'all all the AI videos yesterday. I don't know. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see what happens and move strategically. No matter if we moving to react or if we moving, however we move strategically, okay? That's what this is about. Now, Austin Metcalf's dad, that's the clear boy, his daddy has something to say about about Carmelo receiving life receiving first degree N-word, okay? So this is what the trailer park had to say. 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony won't face death penalty, but victim's dad said he would 100% support it if he was 18. Now, let me start here by saying this first. I'm from a state called Louisiana, where 17, you are an adult. 17, if you get caught up, they're going to try you as an adult. I don't care if you stole bubble gum. I don't care if you pop somebody in the back of the head. If you get arrested at 17, they're gonna try you as an adult, and you bet not get sentenced to Huntsville or Angola, because they're gonna ship your 17-year-old ass up there. They're not gonna care if you just turned 17 the day you committed your crime. You better not get found guilty, because if you get found guilty, they gonna ship your 17-year-old ass right on up the road. So with that being said, because I come from a place like that, him being 17 charged with first degree N-word, or him being 17 and dealing with the things that he's dealing with as an adult, it's normal to me. Not that it's right. It just don't hurt me or hit me the way it hurt and hit y'all. Okay? Because it's average. It's what happens on a daily basis where I'm from. Okay? So I'm not tripping off of that. I know a lot of y'all might do it because y'all think it's 17. You're looking at your own 17-year-old baby thinking he's just a baby. I get it. The way the Louisiana law set up, they don't play like that. In Louisiana and Texas, if they don't have nothing in common, it's the way that they do their Bible Belt stuff. Okay? In Louisiana and Texas, they don't like to play like that. Okay? So, him being charged, like I said, that's a given. Don't freak out about that. That's a lot of laws in red states. A lot of laws in states are like that. So don't freak out. It says, neighbor, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony won't face the death penalty after being accused of stabbing and killing 15-year-old Austin Metcalf during a high school track meet back in April. According to TMZ, Carmelo was just indicted for first-degree murder, but because he's under 18 and prosecutors aren't seeking it, the death penalty is off the table. So if it weren't for the prosecution not wanting him to get the death penalty, they probably would have put him up for that too. It says Austin's father, Jeff Metcalf, told TMZ he would have 100% supported the death penalty if Carmelo had been 18. If it would have happened 6 weeks later, he would have been 18. Then it's a different ball game, he said. We have to play the cards we are dealt. Now let me pause right here for Carmelo's trailer park trash, allegedly SA little girls having ass daddy. And this is why I get mad at niggas when y'all be wanting to see the good in these folks that don't have no good in them. This man don't give a damn about Austin Metcalf. I don't give a damn about, not Austin. Austin's dad don't give a damn about Carmelo Anthony. I don't care what he told that white supremacist on Twitter when they was using his son's name and face and all of that stuff. I don't care about none of that. These people are who they are, and they show it to you every single freaking time. So you mean to tell me you go from these are two children, it was unfortunate, I hate I lost my son, this is unfortunate, don't make it a race thing, to yeah, if it was 6 weeks later, I would love to be outside while they hang this nigga at the stake at high noon? They show you who they are every time. And then this would bother me about you niggas, you boots on the ground having ass cowboy, no horse having ass niggas in Texas who want to tell the rest of the world. I know Louisiana do it too. I can't stand you niggas. Y'all want to get on here and make it seem like, oh, it's different. The white folks down here is different. We ain't like it used to be back in the 60s. Y'all just don't know coming out from somewhere else because y'all not from here. Y'all don't know a white person is a white person all over the globe. When it comes down to it, they have no problem with 86ing any one of you Negroes. They will 86 one of you niggas so fast you won't even know what happened. So now things have changed and the daddy won't see Austin in the damn electric chair. I can't, niggas, black Americans, African Americans, Hebrew Israelites, Muslims, what else you niggas won't be today? Stop telling us that we overdoing it and ODing with this racism shit because we know what we looking at. This shit is embedded in our DNA, bro. We can eye this shit. We know it. We know what we seeing. We know the pathology of these folks. Don't tell me Austin Metcalf daddy, oh, he probably was a good man. Good man, my ass. He won't see the boy fried. Well, rightfully so, if he feel like that his son's life was taken. But say that. Don't come out acting like you an ally. And to the niggas who want to make these people allies, I keep telling y'all, see when we start applying that treason law, it's a lot of you niggas gonna get excommunicated from the fold. Watch. And I ain't gonna be there to do it, but it's gonna be a lot of you boot-licking, Deanna Sasha sucking, fatty, freaking salted pig smelling niggas. It's a lot of you niggas gonna be excommunicated from the fold. Watch. Mark my word. Niggas gonna have to start cutting y'all off. Niggas gonna really have to start, because you at this point, I'm scared of you. If you telling me that I'm overreacting on how these folks could possibly do me, knowing what they done did to my ancestors, now I feel like I'm scared of you. I'm scared. Because what is your motive for wanting me to be nice to these folks who want to see me hung? Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Where was I going with this? He said, like I said, what he said, if it would have happened 6 weeks later, he would have been 18. Then it's a different ball game. He said, we have to play the cards we're dealt. Carmelo's lawyer is claiming self-defense and says he believes the jury will get it right once the trial begins. This is the next trial up. I need all of y'all heads on the swivel, and I definitely need y'all, like I told y'all yesterday, y'all got to get outside and start grounding. You got to do it. You have to. I don't care if you do it once a week or once every 2 weeks. Get your crazy ass out there. Put them bare feet to the soil, not the concrete. Put them bare feet to the soil. Stand next to a tree, hug a tree, touch a tree. Do something. Y'all got to catch these downloads. Y'all got to. So we'll keep our ears peeled to this situation here. Y'all got to catch these downloads because y'all missing a lot. Okay, moving on. Prayers go out to Carmelo and his family. But like I said, don't nobody tell me that I should be more forgiving and I'm ODing and I'm doing the most. Don't you dare. Don't you open your mouth. Don't you dare. Then when them folks show their true color, then I'm wrong. You see what I'm saying? Then when I want to pop you across your head, then I'm wrong. After they show their true color, like, come on, man. And this is why I be mad with y'all. Y'all always want to take them people. Oh, well, just give them an opportunity. Oh, everybody's not like that. I just want you to know my parents didn't come over from Amazon and we're different. Shut up. I don't trust you. It is what it is. Moving on. Let's talk about the homeless. Amina Buddafly is homeless. Her and her children around there singing on guitars and pianos, and they ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. This is a shame. And Peter Gunn's supposed to be her baby daddy. Don't she have 2 children for him? There's no way possible she's in a position where she's sleeping on the floor with them beautiful babies, and this nigga somewhere laid up with Tyra. Speaking of Tyra, I wonder how she feels about this. Let's get into it. So Amina came on here and tell us she was homeless, but I told y'all most of these celebrities are broke, but y'all don't listen to me. Anyways, it says she hopped on TikTok and opened up about some financial struggles and revealed that she's currently staying with family in Germany with her kids. Socialites, let's send some encouraging words her way. Now, before we get into this, it just dawned on me. Do you know that Amina would be one of the indigenous Black people in Europe, Germany? Remember we talked about Boris Kojo? We spoke about Boris. We spoke about a few people, Black people that come from Germany, a lot of basketball players, you know, a lot of stuff or whatever the case may be. She would be considered the indigenous European. She's a Negropean. They say she's from Mississippi. Huh? I don't know, but if she's from Germany, if her roots go back to Germany, then she would be the indigenous Black people of that land region of Germany. The people you see now all over the world, those are all representatives. If you don't see the people look like this, it's a representative. I don't care if it's mixed. I don't care if it's like, if it don't look like this, it's a representative. So let's really be clear about that. All right, let's get into Amina's video about her basically having to go homeless and stay with family. That's sad.
One, waking up in Germany after losing our home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage. And we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family. And we're going to be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough. Working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is, because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So see what life's got in store for us. No, but seriously, I threw my whole life in the trash. 80% of what we own, and I didn't own anything valuable anyway to begin with, but it feels very good to not have much, but have what's important, which is love. Never been materialistic anyway, and I only want what's valuable to me. Stay tuned for what's next.
All right, so that's Amina speaking about how she had to move in with family in Germany. First of all, I want to start off by saying, first of all, she's blessed to have a family to go to. A lot of people don't. Okay, so that's me on my half glass full type tea. Okay, John says her mom is German white and her dad is Black, probably Caribbean or African. Oh, so then she wouldn't be the indigenous though. If Amina have a white mama, a clear mama, and an African or Caribbean daddy, then no, she would not be indigenous German. If that's the truth, then no, she would just be a biracial kid who was born in Germany. You know what I'm saying? But if her mama German, she still would be half German. But you know, either way, she talked about how she had to get rid of everything and, you know, put stuff up and throw 80% of her life away. But she's just grateful because she's never been materialistic. And this is why people like her will survive. See, all these folks who out here doing it for the gram can't do nothing without flexing or doing the most and woo. Those are the people who typically jump off the bridge when stuff like this happens. All fall off the earth. Either way, it's a descent. You get what I'm saying? The fact that she said I'm not materialistic, so I wasn't really tripping, I think she'll be fine. And I think that what she's doing is just showing y'all, just because y'all see me on TV don't mean everything is hunky-dory, baby. I'm broke. But all of these people is broke. I've been told y'all that. How did I tell y'all they give y'all money? I told y'all. They write it down. They put it in digital form on a phone and tell you that's what you got until you piss them off. Then they take it back. So this is why one of the reasons why they're purging Hollywood, because they're going to start paying the rest of these folks with hopes and dreams in the future. And they don't need nobody who won't paper dollars. That's one of the reasons why that's happening. And then also they're purging because they have a new wave of celebrity. They have a new wave of sheep herders and how they need them to herd their sheep. These old fools, how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, get them up out of here. We got to get the new kids in. But my heart goes out to her. But I already knew Peter Guns ain't had a dime or a pot of piss in the window to throw it out of, because hell, he was back and forth between Tyra and Amina's house back on the show. Am I the only one be paying attention to stuff like that? Like, girl, I knew Peter ain't had no money. Whenever that nigga would get into it with Tyra, he's sleeping by Amina. Whenever him and Amina got into it, he's sleeping by Tyra. That nigga ain't never put the kid in his own though. I don't remember that. Maybe he did. Somebody help me out. So it wouldn't surprise me that he can't help her. He ain't have shit. He ain't had nothing then. He ain't have nothing then. He was going pillar to post, back and forth the whole time. I think that's the way my brain worked. Right off the cuff, I knew. I was like, these bitches sharing a nigga with no money. I remember saying that watching the show. I literally remember saying, y'all bitches sharing a nigga with no money in New York? Bitch, all them heavy-hitting, stepping-ass, drug-dealing ass niggas out there getting to the bag, driving astronaut planes, and them niggas pulling up in goddamn spaceships at the club, and you out here fighting for Peter Guns? I know that dick was good. I know it. That be the ones. I know it. I know what I'm talking about. I got a sixth sense for these things. I know that penis was spectacular. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Damn, that's what it is. That's the only thing it be. But neither here nor there. It's good that she's taking it in stride and that she's saying, you know what? Me and my churn, we gonna be all right. You got family to go by. You feel what I'm saying? At least you got somewhere to stay. Girl, it could be worse. So my prayers go out to Amina and her churn. I hope they got food and everything they need or whatever. And girl, go put Peter on child support. Make the white man in the black robe, make him pay. And if Tyra open her mouth too much, put her on child support too. What? Oh. Tyra said what? Oh. Bitch. The fuck? We done shared a nigga. We might as well share these churn. Girls, run me my money. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. But yeah, Amina broke y'all. Let me say this too. I was watching this video about black farmers on Lovely T video. Now that they've kicked out all of the illegals, or not all, but a lot of the illegals, there's going to be a lot of farmhand jobs coming open. And a lot of clear people think that we supposed to just want to do these jobs because, I mean, we did them for all these years. And the clear people are waiting to bring back, they're not really slavery, but if you think about it in the context of what it actually was, then technically it would be slavery. But either way, the clears are waiting for Negroes to come back and work back in the farm. And let me just say this announcement to all Black Americans at the sound of my voice. Anybody with melanin in your skin, you bet not tend to and reform unless it's your own. Let them crackers tend to their own farm. They sitting up there telling us pick ourselves up by our bootstraps. They every time you turn around, y'all always complaining. Y'all always this, y'all always that. Good. Let the sun lather your back, you goddamn reptilian. Get your ass out there and tend to your own goddamn farm. Bitch, I don't give a damn how much they paying. You get it? Let them tend to their own farm. Let the Most High deal with them. You don't go pick a grape, an apple, a cotton. Don't you pick a goddamn thing unless it's on your farm. And I do think we need to get back into farming. We got to get back into agriculture. We got to get our kids back into majoring in agriculture. Shout out to my daughter college. That was a huge class for the agriculture people. And she went to an HBCU. Shout out to my baby school. We got to get our kids back into agriculture. We got to get back to the land. Listen, the land is repairing itself. It's going to do its part. But we got to do our part too. We got to, as people, we got to do our part too. And what that means is when the land prepare itself or repair itself and get us back, get to a point where it's ready to put us back in position, baby, we got to be ready. All of this playing on the internet, playing on this and then playing in Instagram and all that, that's cute. But baby, y'all got to learn how to chew and walk and chew gum at the same time. You're going to have to be ready. You're going to have to. Y'all get them churned back into these trades. Start picking up more skills. I'm telling you, you're going to become a digital slave. Watch. Get back into them churn. Not just the churn, you too. Get active. Okay? Get active. That's all I'm asking. Now the earth going to do its part. But it's up to you to do your part. Because once the earth continues and get to a point of repair to where we getting rid of certain things and certain folks, and then the earth say, all right, come on, Black America, y'all come on. If you not ready, then what? I just want to say that about the Black farmers. Let's move on. Now, I want to move on to, shout out to everybody in the building. Please do some grounding. Please do some grounding. I would sure hope that you guys are doing some grounding. All right, let's get into Barty. Let's get Barty on here. So Cardi went down to the recycling bin and found the album to give to y'all. And let me say this. Shout out to Barty gang, but don't say nothing. Bad enough she'd be ready to curse y'all out anyway. But either way, Cardi came out, and this is why I say these people aren't real artists. Don't tell me shit about no hip hop, no art, no none of that. This ain't no real art. This ain't no real art. This ain't no real art. The Outside song sound like every other song Cardi ever made. It's cute. It's a bop. But in 2 weeks, we not gonna care nothing about it. Y'all been dragging Barty to put out an album. I've been telling y'all that girl ain't got no more albums. Y'all done pushed and pushed till she done went down to the recycle bin and found some old tracks they was playing around with when they was playing on our top the first time. And she done compilated it all together. And now she gave us an album. And then got the nerve to tell niggas, y'all beggars can't be choosy. Yeah, I took and found old songs. And you want the album or no? That's how I took it, at least. So she's come up with other stuff. She's recycled a whole bunch of stuff she already had and put it out on wax. And people are going crazy. It's really only Barty gang. It's really not everybody. It's just the Barty gang. They're going crazy. But let me just say this when it comes down to this. And this is why there's levels and there's separatism that has to happen when it comes to art. And it's not just about music. I'm talking about period. We spoke about it with Guy versus Mint Condition. This girl was made in a freaking factory. She can't repeat what she did before. She'll never be able to repeat that because it wasn't authentic when she did it. See, when you have a gift, when the Most High touch you and bless you with a gift, Even when things don't quite work out in your favor when you want them to, it ends up making sense. Cardi B, in my opinion, was made in a lab, literally made in a lab, put in front of us and given the career. They gave her this rap career really to get rid of Nicki. Can we talk? They gave her the rap career to get rid of Nicki, and then she gonna usher in all of the degeneracy that's gonna tear down black women, which is Meg, Sexy, Glow, all of those girls. She was used, and once they were done with her, they threw her away. And the bad part is her fans and people really think that she's this great artist, so they keep asking and begging for this album, and she knows she has nothing for you. She knows that. Why you think she's been procrastinating the past few years? I'm in the studio. You in the studio, but you gave us recycled tracks. Make it make sense. What was you doing in the studio? Because you wasn't recording. Girl, you had the Barty game waiting on this album for 3-4 years. You've been telling them people you was in the studio. Why is you giving us songs from the 99 and the 2000? Somebody said she got pre-sales. Don't be fooled. Just like I can buy likes on this video. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Didn't Charlotte McGay just out Brittany B. Simone for saying that she buy the first 15,000 likes on all her posts? Come on, man. That don't mean nothing. A lot of times you might have to do that to prompt people to buy it. That don't necessarily mean nothing. You know what I mean? It's been 7 years. Wow. Now, I ain't heard one song off it. And I only heard a little bit of the Outside record. It's cute. It sounds like every other thing Cardi has ever done. It's cute. But now she done put these compilations together, and now she giving y'all whatever she can find. It says Cardi B's sophomore album, Am I the Drama, will consist of 23 tracks, including WAP, Up, and Outside. Bitch, WAP been out for 20 years. If you slap that mother plucking album, that song on that album, girl, you better count your days. WAP. And y'all want me to compare these new artists to real artists? This girl putting WAP and Up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. How old is that song? This girl taking this is what it sounds like. It sounds like she taking all her singles y'all didn't like and putting it together on an album. How old is the song Up by Cardi B? Girl, that song came out in 2021. Y'all wonder why when I turn music on, it don't be nothing but old school. I don't want to hear nothing past 85. I'm going to be real. I don't want to hear nothing past 1985 when I'm really in my bag. When I'm really in my bag, if it's past 1985, I don't want it. Really 75, to be honest. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's all fake. It's all fake. It's all fake. So now she giving y'all some hella old ass songs. How old is WAP? How old is WAP by Cardi B? 2020. Girl. But these y'all queens, right? This your queens, right? Okay, girl. So then she had to come out and say something because obviously she heard the backlash and the people were like, girl, you tried it. You really tried it. So she came out to respond to those folks, and we're going to get right into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please. I hope the likes are matching the amount of people in here. I know that's kind of a feat, but I think we can make it happen. I really believe that we can do it. I believe in my heart, deep in my heart, we can do it. Because we can do whatever we put our minds to. We're foundational Black Americans, at least that's what they say. Let's get into it. So, okay. So now let's get into Cardi responding to the critics about the album. Shout out to y'all. Let me see. All right, let's get into it.
Hey guys, listen. These motherfuckers is gonna have to be mad. My hit records need a home. Sometimes people go to Invasion of Privacy to look for WAP and look for Up. And my fans been telling me, hey, please put WAP and Up on the album. And I'm gonna do this for my fans. My fans deserve for me to listen to them. I didn't listen to them when I didn't submit it WAP because I was listening to the haters. I was thinking like, imagine if I went WAP and people are gonna drag me and stuff like that. Hey guys, listen. These motherfuckers is gonna have to be mad. This time, fuck it. It's our turn. It's Barty Gang's turn. Whatever the fuck they mad about, tell them to go cry about it. Wah, wah, wah. Go fucking cry about it. I love my fans. I love Barty Gang. And whatever the fuck they want, they fucking get. Well, not everything, because y'all be asking for some shit. That be like, what the fuck? But, yeah. Love you guys so much. And if I don't care, you shouldn't either. Usually I will give a fuck and fuck them. Let them cry. Let them eat cake. All
right, so that was Barty booking y'all in a calm way. Let me say this. When it comes to this Cardi B album thing and her lying, saying that she only put these songs on the album because when people go to Invasion of Privacy, they be looking for WAP and they be looking for Up. Girl, you a raggedy ass lie. You a lie. I'm not saying nobody ain't never looked for it on there, but that ain't happening per collective, per capita. That ain't happening. Ain't nobody going nowhere to look for WAP nor Up, let alone on your album. Let's really call a thing, because I understand business and common sense. You only putting WAP and Up on there because it has its own fan base. Those two songs have its own separate fan bases that are going to get people to buy the album. Why? Because they so much enjoyed Up and WAP. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're not even making these artists give us real music no more. We letting these artists get on the track and do anything, and we just bop into it. I still haven't gotten over Rob 49 with the Halle. I think that nigga special ed. I've been saying that since the beginning. We don't even make this girl really say, I don't give a F. It is what it is. Y'all gonna take it. So what? F y'all. What? Music is dead. Music is dead. As a matter of fact, while we on the subject, can music people, anybody, y'all may not hear, but if you do, this is just a request that I have. Can I get anybody who claims to be a real, true, authentic R&B and or rhythm and blues, because we know R&B and rhythm and blues are different, one and the same yet different. If I can find y'all so-called quote unquote real artists who do real music, if I can just get y'all to start singing about love, if I could get y'all to start singing about heartbreak, singing about marriage, singing about weddings, singing about positive things going inside of the black mind. If I could just get one quote unquote R&B singer to sing about love, I would love to see it. I think it would make a huge difference. But all y'all want to talk about, all the girls want to talk about is their coochie, all the boys want to talk about is their money and how they buy the coochie. I'm tired. I can't stand. Music is dead. Music is dead. Music is, unless you're listening to something prior to 2000, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. And not to mention, y'all are also casting spells on yourselves with them beats and that music. Percocet, Miley Percocet, chase a chick, never chase a chick. Oh, Miley Percocet. Keep casting them spells, you dummies. Keep listening to the music, that music casting them spells over your head and your churn head in your house because you like the beat. They casting spells on y'all. Y'all do know that, right? All them, you ever wonder why most of hip hop is on repeat? Y'all ever thought about that? Y'all ever thought about why most hip hop is on repeat? It's a spell, but neither here nor there. Girl, ain't nobody buying that album. And speaking of crashing out, I saw Crash Out. Hold on. Let me get him up here. Let me get Crash Out up here. So now Crash Out must have got word because Cardi around there renting out mansions and stuff, making it seem like that nigga doing it. But it must have really got a hold to Crash Out. I mean, Offset. Offset decided to post that he back in the gym and he's trying to get his little V thing going by his legs. Let me tell you something, baby. If you just trying to get fine so that girl won't come back to you and leave Stephon, just say that. Just say that. Just say it messes with you knowing that nigga do touchdowns and he do touch ends your baby mama. Just say that. I don't think no woman ever looked at Offset and was like, he fine. Now you in the gym? Your slip showing, bro. Your slip showing, bro. It's been showing to me, but your slip showing, bro. Chill. Just fall back. Chill. Okay? Offset said he out working out now. He working out now in case his woman won't come back. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he did get a little buff now. Let's really be clear. Offset really did, you know. And then obviously, you know, other parts. But either way, you look a mess, Offset. Shut your ugly ass up. Get off of here. Offset, you look a hot ass mess. That girl still ain't gonna want to be with your swole ass, jolly green giant looking ass nigga. That girl don't want your ugly ass. She got a real athlete. You can't catch no balls, nigga. The fuck? You can't teach them churn how to play pitch up tackle. Fuck, you can't tackle with them churn out in the yard. Stop it. Leave them. Let them churn got them a new Russell Wilson. Let them enjoy it. Now you won't go get buff because you won't play pitch up tackle in the yard. See, this is textbook examples of niggas waiting till the very last minute or waiting till it's over to get right, huh? Huh? Now this nigga won't go hit the gym and get big because you want to pitch the ball in front of the yard now. Oh boy, please. My child play instruments. Go lay down. Go lay down. You always wait till a bitch really gone to really figure it out. Now you want to be father. Man, go lay, bro. Go lay. Please. Leave that. At this point, you bothering me. Leave me alone. Shit. Now you in the gym. Nigga, if you don't get your small head ass off them people gym. You don't get out them people gym. I call a fire. Call in a damn bomb threat. Make sure you don't get another pump in that gym. Nigga, get from around here. Moving on. I just thought it was so lame of Offset. I couldn't believe that. It was so lame of him. Why would you go do that? Now we all know you jealous, dummy. So stupid. Poor thing. But Cardi, yeah, that shit trash. And ain't nobody gonna buy it. Except Barty Gang. And Barty Gang, no, we don't like it. No, we not bumping it. No, we not playing it in the car. No, we not playing it in the club. Wait till you get home and put it in your CD player. Because I can hear Barty Gang now. Y'all ain't heard that new. Y'all need to put on that. Girl, shut up. Girl, no. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We don't know. We don't care. We don't care. Now what? For real, girl. Stupid. I can't stand it, girl. Shout out to Cardi. Cardi be watching my show. Barty, if you on here, prove it. Cash, send me a super chat for $1,000. But I know you on here though. You ain't got to send it. I mean, but you can. But I know you're not gonna do it though, because I know you be on here because you starting to talk like me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love you down to the ground. Oh yeah, girl. Let's move on. Let's move into That's why I don't watch a lot of other content creators, because you pick it up. You start talking like them. You really do. It's normal. It's really normal. Yeah, but I peeped. Yes, I have. I pay attention to a lot. I'm a pathological studier. I don't even know if that's a thing. I watch people. That's what I do for a living. Trust me. I know. Anyways, let's get into DDG and Hailey Bailey, y'all. So DDG requests visitation of Halo with Hailey. Well, he requests supervised visitation with Halo. And he was denied. Now, people are having mixed feelings about this. I told you how I feel about this. I think that what they're doing to DDG regarding him being able to see his son is 1,000% wrong. It's 1,000,000% wrong. Unless that baby was in danger, unless it's a situation where he did something or something could have possibly come from his negligence, y'all thinking that it's cool to clap from keeping that boy away from his son, y'all different level evil. But that's a lot of people feel like that because, you know, a lot of people come from them type of times too. You know what I'm saying? But he went and requested the way he should have to have visitation with his mother to be the supervised visit, and now he's been denied. Let's get into it. So it says, Hailey Bailey keeps temporary custody until continued court hearing on June 26th. Her team opposes DDG's mom supervising Italy visits and requests professional supervisor instead. So basically, Hailey is saying your mama is not cut right, so get a professional, and that then we can worry about supervised visits. Mind you, Hailey was able to get the court to grant her to bring Halo over to Germany. What is it, Italy? Somewhere in Europe. She was able to get the judge to grant her to travel with the baby, but he got to have supervised visits. Y'all, this is wrong. This is wrong, bro. This wrong. And I get it. They got people that just like some misery just love company. I ain't crazy, but this is wrong, bro. The only person gonna suffer from this is Halo. So if you care about Halo and you clapping for this, you don't care about Halo. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Because he the only person gonna suffer from this. He the only person gonna suffer from this, that baby. It goes on to say, during today's court hearing, DDG requests permission for visitation with his son, Halo, while Hailey Bailey takes him to Italy from June 30th to July 3rd, DDG's team suggests his mother supervised the visit, but Hailey's legal team objected, citing concerns about bias and pointing to previous social media comments made by DDG's mom and family about Hailey. They request a professional third-party supervisor instead. The judge kept Hailey's temporary custody arrangement in place for now and continued the hearing to June 26th at 1:30 p.m. to allow DDG's attorney time to try and secure a professional supervisor. The mutual restraining order remains in effect, and the judge is expected to confirm on June 26th whether both sides are ready to move forward with the full case on July 23rd. Now, this is a real question. Under what grounds is she using to say that this boy should not see his child unless it's with a professional third-party supervised person? A lot of people saying, oh, well, I don't blame her for not wanting his mama to be there because she done said stuff about Hailey. That's her son. See, I'm starting to realize it's a lot of women who really be mad that they not getting the attention that their kids be getting. Because if that lady love DDG, if she love Lil Daryl, you think she don't love Halo? I don't think them people gonna do nothing to Halo. I don't think that Hailey thinks those people would really do something to Halo. I don't think that I don't think that in Hailey's right mind, if she's being honest, I don't believe that Hailey believes that DDG would harm his baby. I don't believe that. As a matter of fact, I think most of y'all don't believe that. Y'all might say it because you want to help up for him, but for the most part, most of y'all don't believe that that boy will harm that baby. You don't. But it's not about that. It's about, oh, you are a horrible partner to me, so now I'm going to ruin your relationship with your child. I've seen it happen over and over and over and over and over and over. And these bitter bitches wait till these children become grown and then put it all on the daddy and then look at the child and say, it's your daddy's fault. Then the child go to the daddy and the daddy tell the child, it's your mama's fault. Then the child back and forth, ping pong, tennis back and forth, and the only person who suffers is the child. But we clapping because this little bitch was the Little Mermaid, right? I guess all it takes is swimming in the movie for all things and all rhyme and reason to go out the window. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. So the professional supervised visits, DDG, you got to eat that. You got to eat that, bro. When you have a baby and you leave the mama, it's certain shit you got to eat. Nigga, you got money on top of money. Find you a professional third-party supervisor and go see your goddamn child. It sucks. It's messed up. But at this point in time, it is what it is. The most important thing is you seeing Halo, and I'm pretty sure it messes with DDG that he hadn't had that baby in all this time. A lot of y'all felt like he just was doing everything for clout, and that could possibly be true. But you're not gonna make me believe that boy don't love his child. I just, y'all on this internet be saying anything. I just think going as far as affecting the visitation between him and that boy, that baby, y'all, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong, bro. That's wrong. That's wrong. But it's not about who's right. It's about who's popular. We know that. We know that. We know that very well. We know that very, very well. So, okay, now I want to show y'all, I just think that we don't understand. I think it's because we don't have the foresight. We don't even understand what we're doing to ourselves. We have no clue. We have no clue what we are doing to ourselves. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I'll just say that, to say the least. It's very, very unfortunate. I thought I had another DDG article for y'all. Hold on. I could have swore I did. Yeah. So this was just going into more detail about what he was requesting. Basically, DDG asked the judge to let him visit Halo in Italy while his mother supervises. Hailey reported feels his mom is enabling of his abusive behavior and requested the visit be monitored by a third party. All right, so it says neighbors Hailey and DDG's court battle resumed today as the estranged couple continues to fight for custody of their 1-year-old son. Earlier in the month, a judge granted Hailey's permission to take Halo to Italy with her for 2 months as she as she films a movie. DDG originally tried to stop this, but he was unsuccessful. Now in the hearing today, DDG reportedly asked the judge to allow him to travel to Italy to visit with Halo while his mother Tanya supervised. DDG, you should have had that baby in Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. I can't speak on no other places, but them people don't play with the daddy's rights like that. Let me back up. I don't know much about Florida. Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Georgia. You should have had her have that baby down here in one of these states. She wouldn't have been able to do this. She wouldn't have been able to do this. Do y'all recall what happened to what's his name? Martell Holt. Remember Martell's ex-wife Melody wanted to move to Atlanta with the kids, and the judge told her she couldn't because they can't be so far away from the daddy. This is why, the red states got their good and their bads, but this is one of the things that she wouldn't have been able to do if you would have had that baby in one of these red states. Okay? But either way, neither here nor there. It goes on to say, the judge seemingly agreed and told both parties to find a monitor in Rome that would be available during the time DDG would like to visit. The judge also said if the visit is permitted, DDG cannot post about it on social media. So let me say this, bro. This little girl looking like a devil to me now. She is. She looking real evil to me. So wait a minute, pause. So you mean to tell me you get to take the baby and go all the way to Germany or Europe, somewhere in Europe for 2 months. And if he even want to just see the baby, he's got to get a stranger to come in and be a supervised person to watch him play with his baby. Because you said that he kicked you upside the head. Did he kick the baby? Anyways, neither here nor there. It is what it is. This is wrong on all fronts. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. But it is what it is. Hailey, everything done in the dark will come to the light. That's all I got for it. Everything done to the dark will come to the light. And let me say this to black women, then I'm moving on. All y'all in y'all feeling behind these niggas and done kept a lot of y'all, not all y'all, some of y'all done kept y'all children away from their daddy because of how you felt behind the nigga. It's a special place in hell from you, bitch. I'm just letting you know. Let's move on. Because just because the nigga a horrible husband or a horrible boyfriend don't always mean that nigga a horrible father. Stop doing that. But I know it'll never happen. Moving on. Let's get into this finish on this Diddy resting case situation. Let me say this. When it comes to this Diddy case, we've heard from everybody. We've heard from all of these quote unquote witnesses. I call them co-conspirators because that's who they are. But we're gonna go with they're what they call them, witnesses. Sure. Okay. All right, girl. So defense is they turn to go on the stand and they ended up resting their case. Now, at first, I was like, what? You're not going to bring nobody up here? And then it dawned on me when I watched Armand's live and I was watching, I forget that man's name. He'd been on his channel. I think he'd been on one of my channels before. But when he said that they don't have to present a case because the burden of proof is on the state, it made sense. If my only job as a defense attorney is to prove that you can't prove that these things are true, then my job is not to be on offense. It's always to be on defense for what it is you're bringing to me. So I don't need to bring this slew of witnesses. I don't even need to put Diddy on the stand. All I need is for one person to have a smidge of doubt in anything you've ever said, and we won. So the burden of proof is on the state. So they are the ones who have to lay out the case. And from what I'm hearing, they're saying that when they went down the list of things that makes a RICO, that Diddy's attorneys had that shit packed down. Like basically, y'all didn't prove none of this shit. Yeah, y'all proved the nigga violent. Yeah, y'all proved the nigga a freak. But none of this is what you charged him with. And this is what we were talking about with how overcharging a person could literally lead to their freedom. Because remind you, they're charging Diddy on some kingpin type RICO stuff. Like he got this whole operation going, but it turns out Diddy ain't profiting off none of this stuff. Diddy really ain't technically spending his money because the bitches is paying for it, even though it's coming from their pocketbook. The nigga was a freak billionaire with money. That's it. Weird ass nigga who like to put his hands on bitches. That's it. RICO? Hell no. But then again, I understand how the powers that be flips the law, and I understand what they do to make things fit whatever narrative they're trying to push. So technically, if they want to reword and play with some stuff, yeah, technically, some people might see the RICO. But honestly, who knows how it's going to go? Now, defenses rest. They went down the list of all the things. They said that y'all didn't prove and read none of this stuff. Okay. Then they also corrected some inaccuracies. Okay. So let's get into it. It says Diddy's defense team rests without calling a single witness to the stand. The defense corrected some inaccuracies in the transcript and rested their case. The judge let the jury know they are off tomorrow and should return at 8:45 a.m. on Thursday for closing arguments at 9 a.m. The jury was released. Now let's get into it. Federal criminal trial is nearing the end after the prosecution and defense officially rested their case in court today. Combs' legal team presented a notably brief defense, resting without calling a single witness to the stand. The decision came just hours after federal prosecutors concluded their case, which occurred over 6 weeks and included testimony from 34 witnesses. Earlier in the day, the prosecution informed the court that it does not plan to present a rebuttal case. With both sides now finished presenting evidence, the trial is set to move toward closing arguments. The jury will not be present at court on Wednesday and will return on Thursday when closing arguments are expected to begin. Reports state that one of the prosecutors told the judge that they don't think the jury will begin deliberating until Monday. Attorneys for both sides will meet on Wednesday for a charge conference to discuss the legal instructions that will be present to the jury before deliberations begin. As we previously reported, Combs has pleaded not guilty to a series of federal charges, including racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. It says prosecutors allege that he led a criminal enterprise that used coercion, threats, and manipulation to exploit women. If convicted on all counts, Combs faced a potential sentence of up to life in prison. Okay, that was a lot. All right. First of all, let's tackle these slip and fall SA victims, because that is a real thing. We are living amongst the slip and fall SA victims. What do you mean, Voodoo? I'll tell you. Every black person knows the old slip and fall trick in the store. It's water on the ground. They weigh something. They ain't got no caution sign. Fall, girl, you gonna get buku money. And most of us be like on Friday, oh, Lord, I'm suing for $150 million. But we can settle out of court for $20 in the Frosty. Most of us be on that type of time with the slip and fall type teas. Now we're moving into slip and fall SA victims. Why is this important? Because these victims strategically place themselves in position to be victimized so that they can gain on the bite end. That, in my opinion, from what I'm calling myself, or what I'm coining it as the SA slip and fall. Meaning you purposely go into a situation looking to get something happen to you so that you can profit off of it later. All these co-conspirators that came on here and cosplayed as victims, Cassie included, all these co-conspirators that came on here and cosplayed as victims, y'all hoes gonna have a special place to go in hell, and I don't believe none of y'all. Nobody held y'all hostage. As a matter of fact, a lot of y'all quit and was mad when he fired your ass. At the end of the day, there's a group of people that go around people who got it and people who got influence, and they slip and fall and find a way to get paid. And that's what these SA victims are. Every single one of them said they still work for him. Don't argue with me, argue with them. But Voodoo, it's Stockholm syndrome. Girl, Stockholm needs nuts. Them hoes wanted their job back. Them hoes wanted to go on vacation with Rihanna. Them hoes wanted to go on shopping sprees. Them hoes wanted to be backstage at the BET Awards. And that's okay. I don't even think that's a bad thing. I just feel like don't come playing in our face and then play victim, because the real victims, they won't get real justice, because y'all SA slip and fall victims gonna take all of the clout and all of the money and everything, and people gonna start not believing them. You know what I mean? You know? I just don't, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, I grew up in the early 2000s. I graduated high school in 2001. Listen, I was there. I hung with girls. I knew girls who specifically targeted these people, knowing they're going to do whatever freaky stuff. I know a girl used to let an old clear man beat her with a paddle till her ass turned purple. That nigga used to pay her $1,500 every time for that. They got girls into all type of stuff. They got people who be on that type of time. And that's okay. But we can't then turn around and make them these victims when we got real victims out here. I think that's where you lose me. When you turn these slip and fall SA victims into real victims, I think that's where you lose me at. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, some people are wondering how this is going to go for Diddy. Some people are saying Diddy's going to be convicted. Some people are saying he's going to walk. Some people feel like he might not walk. However, he might not get as much time because the punishment matching the crime, boom, 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 or whatever the case may be. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen, because I understand the way this unpredictable system works. I've seen worse. I've seen way worse cases go left. I've seen way worse victims go left. But when it comes to the Puff situation, honestly, I think that if they really wanted to convict him off some stuff that he really and truly deserved to be punished for, we would not be sitting up here talking about no goddamn baby oil. Baby oil would be the last thing we talk about. Them people raided this man's house, did all of this big publicity, had this whole slew of they got horse tranquilizers, they giving the people, they passing out. We ain't heard none of that. Nigga, we heard a script. Sound like we heard a bunch of scripts being read by these co-conspirators / witnesses. All of their stories seem so flamboyant and so out of control. And it's not that I don't believe it. Because honestly, something about Diddy make me feel like he do some weird ass shit. Because he is a weird ass nigga. So let's not ever take it away. But something about this and something about it, I don't know. Something about this whole thing just don't sit right with me. It just don't. Right, K. Nicole? No kids, no tunnels, no celebrity, no nothing. Absolutely. Just him, his jump offs, having big fun with the wretched. That's it. That's literally all we heard for the past 6 weeks. It bothers me, y'all. Because them people play it in our face. But that's not the part that bothers me. What bothers me is I don't know why. That bothers me more than anything. Because I don't know why. And I know by the time I figure it out, it's going to be too late. It's sad, bro. It's really sad. And again, this is not to take away from nobody who was beat on, nobody who was abused sexually or nothing like that. Even the co-conspirators. Because I believe that there were times where Diddy went too far and Diddy was on some predator type shit. He's a billionaire. He's a devil. So I believe that. However, when your whole goal is to be with somebody or do something for somebody to maintain whatever living standard you feel like you deserve, then that's not a victim, baby. You are not only, girl, you a client. Girl, you are a coworker. Girl, that's your job. I don't care, but if she didn't do the freak offs, he wasn't gonna pay her rent. And you know how many rents I done paid without doing freak offs? I don't care. I literally do not care that if she didn't do the freak off, he wasn't gonna pay her rent. So what you want me to do about it? You know how many first of the month checks I done wrote without doing the freak off? I don't care. You did what you wanted to do. The fuck? Get a job and pay your own bills. So we're not going to do that. Oh, well, it was coercion because she did it because she wanted her bills paid. Heavy on wanted her bills paid. Meaning I ain't making her stay. The bitch is here because she need to keep the lights on. Like Motel 6. I have a problem with those folks. I have a problem with those folks. So I feel like y'all make it bad for people who really jacked up with this type of situation. Because they actually got billionaire predators out there. And this is the worst. Diddy is one of them niggas. Yeah, he one of them niggas. You're damn right. Diddler, nigga, whatever they said you did, I ain't gonna lie. You did that shit. Yeah, you one of them niggas. You a predator. You an evil nigga just like the rest of them niggas. But they just got you wrong. And that's the only thing gonna make you slip through the cracks. But listen to me and listen to me good. Baby, when they catch you again, when they double bike and spin the block, I don't want to hear nothing because they coming back. But I don't know. We'll see. But I tell y'all what, everybody claiming Diddy dirty for this Rico. I keep telling y'all over and over and over again, your Rico next. Your Rico next. Oh yeah, black women, a lot of y'all make good money. A lot of black women love taking that nigga out of town, huh? Oh, we on vacation, me and babe. Letting that nigga hold your wallet in your pocketbook to make it seem like he paying. You know, y'all, all y'all girls. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The ones who take the nigga out of town and buy him new clothes and new watches and tell us that nigga already had money and we know he never did. Them niggas. Them the niggas gonna turn around and put Ricos on you bitches. Oh yeah. Them niggas gonna start putting Ricos on the women. Watch. Mark my word. Mark my word. Women gonna be putting them on niggas with money and niggas gonna be putting them on bitches with bags. I'm telling you, hey, take the information and do with it as you please. All you bitches want to be uber successful, 11 degrees, you done got 12 jobs paying $1 million a year, and that nigga done took you down because you want to go down to Savannah to have big fun with the ratchet, huh? Now look at your whole enterprise down the drain. All fat. Don't it make you want to jump off the bridge? You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, it's coming. The RICO is coming to a courthouse near you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hell, me and my old man going to Turks and Caicos, but that nigga supposed to be giving me, he gonna give me the cash and have me use my credit card. I'm scared. Fuck. Nigga ain't gonna come back and do me voodoo. Next thing you know, I'm popping, and here come this nigga. Here come this nigga. Oh, she trafficked me all the way to Turks and Caicos, and she said she wanted to bring me to do a freak off in Turks and Caicos. Look at the video and look at me. Girl, yeah, we gonna do a freak off in Turks and Caicos. Next thing you know, I'm locked up. So I'm scared. I don't know. I'm scared. Y'all can sit around here and act like, you know what I'm saying? This is normal behavior. I'm scared. I don't want to pay for the trip on my card. Nigga, I might give you the money. You pay for the trip. At this point, let me put the money on your card. I'm just saying. I'm telling you. Hey, bro, I'm just telling y'all what it is. The RICO coming to a city near you. But I'm saying all that to say, they close the arguments. They say they'll know something in a week or so, huh? They say they'll know something in a week or so. Either way, we'll see how this goes. Don't expect nothing. If you expect him to be guilty, don't expect guilty to be read. If you expect him to be innocent, don't expect innocent to be read, because it really depends on how them folks feel at the time. I'm just telling you. But yeah, I'm telling y'all women, y'all making that money. Them niggas gonna start putting trafficking charges on y'all. Could you imagine, bitch? Girl, I break up with this nigga. Next thing you know, you see me on the news. What voodoo did? I'm in my mugshot like this. Bitch, could you imagine? I'm in my mugshot like this. It's viral. People like, who is voodoo? What's going on? Girl, they got her for trafficking. What? Girl, yeah, they said she had that nigga going all across the seas, girl. They got pictures and everything. What? Girl, oh my God. I would die. I wouldn't make it in the prison. I wouldn't make it. I literally would not make it. I wouldn't make it. Physically, I wouldn't make it. My breath would literally leave my body. I wouldn't make it. You see what I'm saying? Girl, could you imagine? Oh, girl. Girl, I don't even want to think about it. Girl. Next thing you know, I knew it. She always be saying little stuff. She think we don't be paying attention. We be listening to what she be saying. Yeah, I be saying what she be saying. How much that cost? Yeah, she really be on that type of time. I know, because I'd be saying that too if I was in the comments. I ain't gonna lie. If this wasn't my channel and I was one of y'all in the comments, I'd be saying that too. So I get it. But at the end of the day, we'll see how the trial goes. We'll see how everything goes. Just keep your ears to the street and your head on the swivel, okay? Bad bitch, good energy. I love that name. In Oregon, you can charge as an adult at 12 for real? For murder, 12 and 11, they charge them as adults. Wow, that's crazy. They got niggas in Oregon? Sorry. Pardon my ignorance. I'm sorry. I'm from the South. I'm from the dirty South, the bottom of the map. We thought niggas didn't go nowhere higher than New York. I'm sorry. Moving on. Montavious, thank you for the super chat, says, right, and don't tell them nothing. Let them figure it out or leave. Facts. Let them clear people with them farming. We talked about the farmers on here. Let them clear people. Do not go tending they farms. Tend your own. Buy your own land. Tend your own land. And make your own money. Sell the timber off the land. You can make money off the crops. You can make money, put a farm on there, get some animals, few chickens, let them cluck around there, get you 1 or 2 cows. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying you can make your own money and be very well financially set. Don't be tending to them white folks' land. Let them go out there and let the sun bat them down in the back. Let them do that. Let the Most High burn them alive. Pure Joy, thank you for the super chat. Says, Vu, they never had a RICO. That was done to humiliate him and break his pockets. What do you know? Who do you know is a single defendant in a RICO case? Facts. But I think we messed up with R. Kelly. I feel like we let that go by on R. Kelly too, and he had a similar case. I think we messed up on it. But either way, you're right. Honestly, it's not a RICO. It never was a RICO. They were trying to do this man act thing under this RICO, but it really was never a RICO thing. And you're right. This was never about Diddy going to spend the rest of his life in jail. I told y'all this from the beginning. This is about them taking his credibility / celebrity away and taking his money. That's what this is all about. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Love Wisdom, thank you for the super chat. Vu holding that man against his will, extortion, kidnapping, stalking, etc. That man said him the pain and suffering payment. Fact, because you know he gonna get on here and say that. Girl, I ain't gonna lie. I think if a nigga played with me like that, I think I really would crash out. Just off the strength of, bitch, I feel too pleased. Like, bitch, you really play. You really in the courthouse telling these people I did that? Bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I might crash out. I think I would be. I don't think I'd be able to understand why we're doing what we're doing. I think it would bother me a lot, and I might crash out and really go to jail. Quiet as a kept. Cause I'd be like, nigga, for real? All right, bet. Anyway, with that being said, I gotta get off. Saint has a doctor's appointment that I gotta get him to. He's gotta go get shots, so I have to get off early a little bit today. But you guys, thank y'all so much for coming. We will be posted like on this Diddy stuff. We got the toilet paper thing going. We'll read a little bit more of that tomorrow. And we just reading it just to get tea. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get back into the toilet paper situation. The Diddy trial we'll keep an eye on. We got a whole bunch of stuff popping up. They say Fat Joe, they say he messing with the little girls. It's a whole lot going on. We got a lot to cover. And if you are new to the channel, I need you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live or upload content. And I also need everybody to like the video. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all down the ground. Let me get Saint up this road. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.